when you came back as a babyface with Vince McMahon did these vignettes where you were from the jail cell talking about how Heenan abandoned you. What was your whole thoughts on that angle?
Well, I wanted to come back as a babyface, but I wanted to come back as a heel first, and then, you know, I guess I really didn't explain myself very well to Vince, but I told him I wanted to come back as a babyface, but I actually wanted to come back as a heel, and then, you know, 2, 3, 4 weeks, or a couple TVs anyway, you know, and then, you know, all of a sudden have something happen.
This is like 2 years later or 18 months?
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay.
2 years later. And anyway, instead of doing that, they did all of that bullshit from the jail cell and a bunch of fucking... I didn't have one word to say about that Ken Patera story they put together. You know, they gave me some goofy script. I read it. Vince wrote it. And it was all these big technical terms and stuff like I was a college professor or something, you know. I have more education than Vince. I have a damn near a master's degree. I have 2 degrees. But it wasn't me, you know. It wasn't my wrestling gig. And I told Mean Gene Okerlund, we were down in Baltimore outside the county jail down there, and I said, Gene, I said, this isn't how I talk. I said, this is bullshit. I said, who wrote this crap? He said, Vince. I said, oh, fuck, it sounds just like him. You know, I said, I'm uppity. Yeah, so anyway, but I changed it up a little bit, you know, but it wasn't what I wanted to talk about. And then I found out that they had already put tapes together, and they had already done the whole fucking thing. I didn't have nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
You know, like I was just some fucking jabroni ex-con that didn't have 2 cents for brains, you know. It was an insult. I was pissed. Yeah, I was really fucking pissed.
Was there anything that you could do to stand up to Vince?
No.
Okay.
No, fuck, no.
Yeah.
No, and I told Gene, too, and he said, just let it slide. He said, fuck it. He said, you're just getting back into things. You know, things will change. Well, they didn't, you know. Well, then we did the hair man. Well, we did a lot of stuff, you know, and then... You know, injuries, you know, I fucking popped a tendon off. I had to have my elbow reconstructed. I think I was out 2-3 months in, and I blew my shoulder out, and I fucked up my other elbow, my knee, my back. What the fuck?
So the injuries kept stalling, any kind of face push?
Yeah, then in 87, I started going through a divorce. The old ex-wife was doing coke with the coke dealer in Minneapolis, and... You know, leaving my kids at daycare centers for fucking hour after they'd already closed and shit like that. You know, she was all messed up. And so anyway, and then McMahon started cutting my fucking paychecks, you know. I mean, I should have been making $4,000 or $5,000 a week. I was down to fucking $2,000 after road expenses, after draws and stuff. I was getting checks for $50 a week. You know, it was my take-home pay, $50. What the fuck is this bullshit? You know, you're just being a prick about it, you know.
Do you think he was trying to starve you out?
Huh?
Do you think he was trying to starve you out?
Oh, yeah. Well, one night I saw him down in Alabama, down at the Space Museum there. We were wrestling in the arena. Karl von Braun, I think his name was, a famous German scientist. Von Braun arena. I walked in there. I'd just flown in from San Francisco, or Oakland. And I walked by the deal, and I look in there. Vince had set up office in one of the locker rooms, in one of the smaller rooms. So I stepped back. I walked in. I said, you want me to put my bag down and talk to you, or I could just turn around now and go back to my hotel and fly out of here in the morning? I fucking had it. Fuck this bullshit. Well, put your bag down. What's bothering you? I said, you don't know? I said, what the fuck, you asshole? I said, I've been fucking busting my ass here. I've been going through a fucking divorce. And after road expense and stuff, I'm winding up with $50 to $300 a week working for you. I said, you know, I still consider myself an asset. You treat me like a liability. I said, fuck this. I don't need it. And, you know... I says, I just want to get the fuck out. Well, can you stay? Can you put Big Boss Man over and Bad News Brown at SummerSlam, I think it was, or something like that, you know, and, finish up at Survivor Series. I said, yeah. I said, fine. That's a couple months away. I can do that. Yeah. And so I finished up Survivor Series 1988. Never looked back. Fuck it. Yeah.